Hey there, YouTube. Godrip Man coming at you again here. And today, guys, we're doing something a bit different. I did this once before, but the last time wasn't nearly as in-depth as this time will be. It's another video game review, guys, for a game that I just completed called Tales of Arise. The newest in the Tales game series. If anyone's ever played any of the Tales games, big huge fan of anime games, anime-inspired games at all, then this definitely is a good review for you guys. I think a good review. This game has probably been reviewed a whole bunch by now, but I decided to do my own in-depth review of it. But before we get into this, guys, please make sure if you haven't already and you enjoy the kind of videos that I provide, the kind of content on this channel, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Ring that bell for notifications. You never miss a single upload, guys. I really do appreciate it. Very, very much. But, guys, Tales of Arise. Now, this game, it's got a lot of good and a lot of bad. Well, it's got more good than bad, obviously, because why else would I have played through the whole thing if it had more bad than good? It has more good than bad overall. The main character, his name is Alphen, which, of course, you don't find that out until later on in the game. Hopefully I didn't spoil that. Hopefully it made too many people. His name's Alphen, but I'm not going to tell you why he doesn't know what... I'm not going to tell you how his name gets discovered or anything like that. I'm not going to spoil any of that for y'all. That would be spoiling it. I'm not going to spoil any of the story or anything like that in depth. Just take it as the basis of the story is. You can find this on anybody that looks this up. There's two races, Renan and Danan. Renans are slave masters, essentially. They rule over the Danans, and they make them work for them as slaves to mine astral energy. Well, basically to not to mine, but it's their astral energy that they're used for. And astral energy pretty much powers Renan, powers the Renan homeworld, powers Lenegus, which is where the big city in a big huge thing up in the sky, up in space. And it's been this way for 300 years. It's been this way for a very, very long time. And your character, your main character, ends up becoming the hero. But he doesn't have any of his memories or anything like that. But as the game progresses, he remembers things more and more. And it's a huge story. It's a huge, in-depth story. It's very much an RPG and very, very big, long, detailed RPG. You will easily dump 70, 80 hours into this game if you decide to play it. 70, 80 hours or more. I'm actually going to show you guys some footage. One of the opening anime cutscenes for the game. Whenever you start the game up, it's an anime cutscene that you get later on, but it's really neat looking. It's really cool. I'm going to show you all that. I'm going to show you some gameplay that I recorded, a little bit of gameplay to show you how the combat is, what the combat's like in this game, the combat system. What the footage I'm going to show you is going to be in-game, but it's not going to spoil anything. There's no big bosses or anything like that in this footage. It just shows a little bit of the surroundings. I'm not going to tell you where it is. I'm not going to spoil anything like that. This is just simply to show you the gameplay, how the gameplay looks, and I'm also going to show you a bit of the beginning of the game too. Talking to people. A little bit of cutscene there. Him walking around the first area that you're in the whole game that you start out in, just to give you all a good feel and general idea for how the game looks, how the game handles, operates combat wise. I did not do any of that from my last review, and that was suggested. The big suggestion to me was to show y'all guys that kind of stuff if I ever did another video game review. But yeah, guys, I want to give you the good and the bad real quick. This is the good. The combat is great. The storyline is amazing. Amazing storyline. Even the characters are very detailed. There's a whole lot of stuff you learn about all of them as the game progresses. There's so many characters in this. Your party, you'll end up getting Your whole party, by the time you're done collecting everyone, gathering everyone, is 6 people total. But it just starts out with you, and then you rescue someone. I'm not going to give you any details on the other one. Her name's Shion. And at first, she's a very, very cold, very character. You'll become annoyed with her very easily. How she treats others, how she treats other people around her, even every people that she gets to know in her party. Alphen especially, she's very, very cold. Just very abrasive, very cold, abrasive. But you do end up really liking her character later on. Her character is great. She really does have a crazy story arc. But you end up liking her. Some other ones you like early on right away. They have really great likable characters that just are great from the get-go. Hers, not so much. There is a ton, and I do mean a ton, of dialogue scenes in this movie. There's so much dialogue. Movie kind of feels like honestly, it kind of feels like a movie at times. Kind of feels like an actual anime movie. But there's so much dialogue in this game, guys. If you are not someone that likes to sit through a lot of story exposition and dialogue, you might get annoyed with this game very easily, very quickly. You may call it quits early on, even if you don't have. If you're not a RPG, if you're not a veteran RPG player that loves really big, expansive RPGs with huge storylines, great character exposition, this game is not for you. If you're not someone that likes any of that, this game is definitely not for you. It has, like I said, a ton of dialogue scenes. I keep saying that, but trust me, it's worth me saying that. I cannot express to you, I cannot begin to tell you enough how much dialogue is in this game. Oh my gosh, this game has so much dialogue, it's insane. It's nuts. Trust me, y'all. It's crazy. It's so much. Oh, there's so much talk in this game. There's some great combat, but there's so much talk in this game, and so many times that you're walking through an area, you'll have a prompt that comes up for another dialogue scene. Oh Lord, trust me, it's just so much. But if you have the patience, and you have the discipline to get through it all, it does turn out to be a pretty amazing story. Even the end of it. Well, the end of it's kind of weird, but the very end of the game is very, very satisfying. It's a very, very satisfying end. It actually ends up making you want more. It does end up making you want more, but it might also leave you emotionally wrecked too. It's just crazy. But that's definitely the cons. Is the massive dialogues. Massive dialogue is the cons. Really, that's about the only con. And well, the third act kind of feels rushed versus the first 2 parts of the games. There's also that too. And one other character in the game also becomes very, very annoying. There's two characters in the game you will become annoyed with. Shion's one of them, but she gets better later on. Another one who is very, I don't want to give anything away, I really don't. There's another younger character who is very judgmental, very much against. She's Danon, but the reason she has for being so anti. I hate to say racist. She kind of is a bit racist, but not in the way you think. You have to play the game to understand. It's complicated. It really is very, very complicated. She ends up getting redeemed later on. She redeems herself. She's only 14 years old, this character. Of course, it's all anime. All anime-looking characters. They all look perfect. But she's basically, her whole family gets wiped out by these other people. Someone else. And it's a really crazy thing. So she's very upset, very... she blames the entire... She blames all Renans. She blames all Renans for something this one terrible one did to her family. And trust me, you'll just have to play it to really understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to go into too much detail. But again, if you're someone that really loves or JRPGs, loves anime kind of stuff, and you don't mind a ton of character exposition, a ton of dialogue, with still some pretty decent gameplay, very decent gameplay, you'll end up loving this game. This game will be will definitely be for you. Now, show you all a bit of footage here, and I'm going to talk a little bit more after it's done, and then we'll wrap up the video. That way. But hold on a second. Check this out.
いつも君と待ち続けた季節は何も決めて見える乗り過ぎて出した色が飲み込んだ夢見上げた空はいつも大きく引っ掛けられる
Like this should be easy. I'm on! Ignite!
Come and get it! I never miss!
No escape!
Careful! Now you see what I can do!
Very well.
Don't mind if I do!
I'm on! Eternal devastation!
Outstanding form!
In a bind? I'm just getting started! These fists have got your name on them!
Raging Cascade!
You're mine! This one's all mine!
I'm on a roll now!
Not today! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Swallow
Do it! Neon astral energy! Full throttle!
Must be easy to pick off the bad guys from far off.
It is. I mean, aside from adjusting for movement, wind speed, trajectory...
Up! You call that pushing?
Put some back into it, embedded!
Iron Mask?
Why you?
Let me.
What is this? Some kind of slave support group? Mind your own business, you worthless— Alright, third squad! Time to regroup! Go on, get moving!
Hey, wait for me! Thank you, Iron Mask.
That's okay, Cole. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Iron Mask, you're bleeding. We need to get you looked at by Doc.
That bad, huh? Better safe than sorry, I suppose. I doubt Doc's gonna like what he sees. Guess I'll go back to my room. I'm a slave, just like everyone else here. So how come I don't have a spirit core? Or a face, or memories for that matter? Worrying about it would change anything. I should get some rest. I wonder how many people have slept in this bed before me. Mine for now, but for how long?
2,000 years later.
There y'all go. Hope y'all enjoyed that footage. The anime cutscene, the music, and then the cool fight, combat, and all that stuff. Hope y'all liked it. But yeah, here y'all go. Just a bit, like I said, it's definitely a lot more in depth of a review than my last one that I did was Hogwarts Legacy, but if you still want to check that out, I will link that here on my video for you guys on this one, so y'all go check that one out. But yeah, guys, again, let me know what you think about this down in the comments. If you think this was a great review, if you'd like to see more of these kind of reviews, if you'd like to see me do more with this kind of stuff, in other words, like more research, more, if you'd like to see more in the reviews that I showed here, if you guys like to see even more, let me know. Whatever it is, if you want to see something different, whatever it is, I want to know down in the comments, guys. They say if you like how I did here, if this how I did was great enough, and you like to do me to do more ones just like this, let me know that too. Whatever it is, down in the comments. Appreciate it so very much. Been a while since I did, like I said, a review like this. I just felt like doing it. Like I just got through this game myself. Took me a month, a little bit over a month or so to play. A lot of my free time was spent playing this game. I will admit, a whole lot of my free time was spent playing this game. But it is a huge game. It's a big game with a lot of different areas in it, a lot of different realms. Trust me, if I showed you guys footage from all those realms, it would be a much longer video. A much longer video. I don't want to make this too long. But I did show, I think, a good bit amount of what you'll at least see whenever you first start playing the game. And later on in the game. And then the combat and stuff too. Some of the combat. But yeah, guys. I guess that's really about all this review is going to be. That's about it. Please, like I said, let me know what you think. But other than all that, God bless you. Hope you have a very great rest of your day, night, evening, wherever it is where you are. Please don't forget to go out there and encourage someone with a few kind words. You never know the difference you can make in somebody's life, y'all. And, as always, you know, I'm gonna see you in the next one.